Okay, so, people can believe whatever they want to believe. But anyway, I live here in Minneapolis now, and then I used to live by a lake. There's two lakes, Cedar Lake. And my dog was taking me to this lake every single day. And I had her off leash because she's a Vizsla and she just goes around everywhere, goes nuts. But she always brought me to these Native American rocks that are over there with symbols on them. Um, every day she would take me there, every day. And then after a while, after doing this, I began to be called over there at night. Always like 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I would get up. I was supposed to be working at 5 a.m. at Costco. I would get up at 2 a.m. I have to go. My girlfriend would be like so mad at me. Where are you going to this time of night? I said, I have to go. I'd have to go. I've been called there and I have to go. So I was going every single night down to this Native American place, just sit there and just listen to them. All around me, just going past me, noise, chanting, whoa, 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 really loud in my ears. Sometimes I would want to scream, it'd be so loud. And even now, the hair on my back is going ooh. It was so weird, man. I sat on this rock, see? I'm getting bruise pimples. I sat on this rock one night and I don't know if you can see my back, but I could feel someone standing right behind me, man. I am not joking you. This is on Native American sacred land and there's something behind me. It's 2 a.m., pitch black, no dog, no lights, no nothing. And I'm like, oh, please just don't do anything to me. And I put my background list and I see a firefly just going around. There's a little firefly right over here. And I'm like, who are you? I was looking at the firefly. Who are you? And I always got visions of Geronimo. You know Geronimo? Well, I know Geronimo because my dad had posters of Geronimo in the house all the time. So that's how I know who Geronimo is. But I didn't know much about him. And he was the one that I was always seeing. It was always Geronimo. And I even go online and checked up everything about him. And he was like a warrior, like a real warrior, like a protector of the people, back in 1878, I think, Native American. And then I'm like, Native American, I'm like, what is the name of this lake? So I look up the lake, Cedar Lake, and it's got a big whole history when settlers, white people came in here, Spanish, French, and English, and basically they, I don't want to say the wrong things here, but they came, and with all these treaties and unfair treaties, they lost their land. When the settlers came, they split Minnesota into grids and just sold them in blocks like this. So pretty much taking the land and pushing the people out. I don't know what happened. I can't, but anyway, after I came home, I thought, I'm going to look what is this Cedar Lake about. And there's a whole documentary on YouTube about it, the history of all the way through the natives, through the settlers, what happened to Minnesota and everything. So then I'm like, oh, now I know what it is. It's sacred land. It's sacred. I'm like, that's why I'm being called over there. And then one night, I got so freaked out. It was probably the last night I went there, actually. It got so intense that night that I was so scared. I don't know what to do. I'm sitting here at the rock, still with something behind me. This was before the firefly, sorry. And I got so freaked out. After that, I started walking really fast down to the lake, and then I could hear something splashing over here. It's like really loud splashing. And then I went to the side and I could see like fish just jumping, like big fish. I'm like, wow, why are they like right over here? So I thought, am I just attracting them over here or something? Felt like that. So then I ran because I was so freaked out now. I went to the beach. It's called Hidden Beach. And there was Native American girls sitting there around the fire. I'm like, oh my God, it's so great. And then I ran over to them and said, I don't know, this is really weird now, but I hear Native American people screaming in my ears. I can hear them over there. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. What do you think? Like, I sound like a nut job. I'm like, oh, they probably think I'm some weirdo. And next thing the girl goes, oh, we hear them all the time. I'm like, what? What do you mean you hear them all the time? Oh yeah, we hear them. They're here. I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about? That's impossible. Yeah, and then she said, if you're scared, because I was anxious and everything. I was like scared. Of course I was scared. And then she said, put your hand on a tree, and that will ground you, and you won't be scared anymore. The trees take care of you. They protect you. And I'm like, wow. I put my hand on the tree, you know, just did a little bit of breathing, like, and I calmed down, and I felt safe because she told me I would be safe. So then I'm like, oh, thank you. And then I started leaving, and I went back and said to them, how come can I hear them? Because I'm not native. And they were like, oh, other people can hear them too. I'm like, are you serious? And I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I've never heard anything like that before. I've never heard of going to woods and can hear people and shout and scream at people that are not there. Like, that doesn't happen, you know? And I'm not drunk, alcoholic, or anything like that. I do THC every now and then, but, you know, it's not like an addiction or anything. If I don't get it, I don't get it. I don't care. It's legal here in Minnesota, so just helps me with my autism and neurodivergency. Just calms my mind, you know. I can do creative stuff. I can do anything when I get THC. But I'm going to be moving this Saturday. So after this Native American encounter, I got homeless. Yeah, me and my girl, we lost our apartments and everything, and I got homeless, and I was homeless for 36 nights. I'm in a hotel now, but man, I went through some shit. I went on TikTok last night and I heard a guy saying you have to go through your dark empath or dark side or something, and your ego has to leave your body or something when you're moving to the 5th dimension. And I'm like, this is what's happening to me? Oh man, I was homeless for 4 days. I looked at my watch. I had walked 56 miles. My feet were so blistered, I couldn't even walk anymore. I had no food for 6 days. I was suicidal that night. That was one of the worst nights of ever in my life. 5 hours later, I woke up. I want to explain more about the when I died. I actually literally thought I had died, because for 5 hours there was no pulse on my watch, my Apple Watch. I looked at my watch. I wasn't even here for 5 hours. I don't know how to explain that, but when I got up, I did feel different, and I wanted to live again. It was a complete opposite before that. It was just weird, man. I was on the way to commit suicide, and I collapsed from being so exhausted. And I passed out, blacked out. And then I woke up. with no pulse. Checked my watch. There hadn't been a pulse for 5 hours.